Performance Zone. With Splitfire Performance V spark plugs.
You get your passing gear, you're gone.
The difference in gas mileage has been fantastic.
Splitfire Performance V spark plugs mean better performance, more horsepower, and better mileage. So say the experts and the people who use them.
They're the best plugs I ever put in my car.
Enter the Performance Zone, only with Splitfire Performance V's. Guaranteed.
Sunday, while the other networks give you the same old rerun around, ABC's got Alec Baldwin, Kim Basinger, Paul Reiser, and Elizabeth Shue in a network television premiere, The Marrying Man, ABC Sunday. Craig T. Nelson in a powerful drama.
All I want to do is spend a little time with your son, just get to know him.
With the help of a sick boy, a man changed his life.
You ever get scared?
Yeah.
The heartwarming story, Ride with the Wind.
This Monday on...
I would do just about anything to get pot. I was doing a lot of shoplifting. You know, my mom would just be like, you know, where are you going today? And I would just lie to her dead in her eye. Just came home one day from school and my bags were packed. And she said, if you keep smoking, you're gone.
This is the car. This is the savings. You can use it for your down payment. This is where you get it. But hurry, this offer won't last.
Hi, I'm Neil Paget with savings on home aquarium and quality products from Tetra.
Welcome to Tetra's wonderful world of tropical fish, featuring Tetramin Tropical and TetraFit Goldfish Food, the freshest ingredients for healthier fish, now available in value-sized packages.
Let Petland Discounts bring you into Tetra's world of tropical fish.
Watch Channel 7 Eyewitness News, the tri-state area's news leader.
The Budweiser 200. Brought to you by Mobil Motor Oil. At Mobil, we've been changing oil for over 125 years. Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? Restore, manufacturers of innovative products for your car and truck. And Splitfire. Enter the Performance Zone with Splitfire Performance V spark plugs.
Next Sunday on ABC Sports, it's two great auto racing events. First at 3 Eastern, 2 Central and Pacific. We'll head to the lakefront in Ohio for the Cleveland IndyCar Grand Prix. And then from Talladega Superspeedway, it's the second test of the International Race of Champions. That's all next Sunday here on ABC Sports. On board, Stefan Johansson, 11th place. Johansson works the front stretch. Parker Johnstone is his target. Just going Scott Pruitt off the course again.
Boy, he's having a tough weekend, and one that looked so good, so promising.
And you saw that fight for the lead come by, Zanardi and then DeFerrin. Though there is a considerable separation there, it still gave you an idea, and everybody's locking the brakes, the light side of the car, as they come into this corner.
Well, it's a little bit rough down there. They've got pretty stiff chassis to make them work around here. The springs are pretty tough, and they're trying to pass in that area. Everybody's trying to go in deep. It's pretty hard not to lock one up.
On board third place, Christian Fittipaldi. That bright yellow car, 2 cars up. That's what his target is. That's second place to Farron. And there's Jeff Krosnoff, who was just ahead of Christian Fittipaldi. New paint job on that number 25 car, along with that new sponsor that they announced at Milwaukee. Well, that looks terrific. That's a nice paint job.
It looks real good.
Now we'll go on board Christian Fittipaldi as he chases down Gil DeFerrin. Fittipaldi continues to work. Danny, is that what it sounds like in the cockpit?
Well, it doesn't sound that quiet. And the other thing that I noticed in there, it doesn't sound like those engines are revving very high, when in fact he's turning probably almost 14,000 RPM. That's quite a muffled sound there. It's a lot noisier than that. Some guys like to put bigger earplugs in so they don't hear it as much, but I like to hear the revving of the engine.
How much do you actually use that as opposed to the instruments? Do you get accustomed where you know a certain noise level is a certain rev?
Well, you're pretty accurate there, but really what happens is when you've been driving this around all weekend, you've got a pretty good idea where the shift point is. Now, if you're racing somebody really close and you're trying to get the maximum RPM and shift exactly right, then you'll look down at your instrument so you get it exactly accurate. Don't forget, they also have yellow lights and red lights on the steering wheels and on the dash to show you what the shift position is. So you even don't have to look down at your dashboard.
Scott Pruitt's car, his day is just, he can't do anything right, it seems. Every time they try to get going, something else is wrong, and they pull the car into the pit, and this time it looks pretty serious as the rear cowling comes off the car.
I'm not sure what happened to him the way he was stopped down there, and he came in pretty slow, but obviously the safety crew got him going again. But when anytime you're taking the cowling off or unbuckling him, is that you got a major problem.
Now they're bad looking at the part of the car that he crushed this morning, and they had to make all the replacement to. So Alex Zanardi still the leader. Gil DeFerrin is about 17 seconds back. So either Zanardi is very comfortable where he is and is a little bit off of 100% and just cruising, or DeFerrin may in fact now be closing on him. Christian Fittipaldi is chasing DeFerrin pretty hard, and that may be giving some impetus to DeFerrin to try to close as fast as he can now. There is the leader of the race. That's Zanardi. We look up into the corner and wait for DeFerrin. And it'll probably be a little bit of a wait. There he comes with Christian Fittipaldi right behind him. Interesting, there is Michael Andretti, Fittipaldi's teammate, just ahead of him. I wonder if team order has become in effect at this point.
Well, Michael's pretty professional. He knows that he lost a lap or two early on in the race. He knows he's down, and he'll be warned by his pit that those guys are racing for a position. Now, if anything, he might hold up Gil DeFerrin a little bit and let Christian close in on him, but he's not going to want to hold up traffic too much.
Michael, the black car, is down one lap, runs 12. Again, great pictures give you a good idea of the relationship from the Honda Helicam. And it looks like it can fly a little bit higher, which is an indication that maybe the rain is going to stay away. Certainly, the sun is now shining on every section of the race course.
Well, and of course, right there, Gil DeFerrin is in that bright yellow car, and Christian is in the bright red one. But they're not exactly closed that much up on Michael. I mean, he's not exactly right under his gearbox trying to find a way by.
A couple of laps ago, Michael was actually turning some of the faster laps in the race.
Yeah, and I believe Michael's actually up to pretty far up to, I think he's 12th, which puts him actually in the points.
So DeFerrin gets past. Now we'll see if Christian can get past him while we're watching that.
Michael moved right over right there. He just moved right over when he pulled left there to let Christian go.
All right, let's go to Jack Arute.
Well, it all started on Friday afternoon in qualifying for Scott Pruitt when he blew an engine, and then it's been downhill ever since then. What finally put you out of the race, Scott?
Well, we had a little incident this morning. I got off track and put it in the guardrail. The guys did a great job getting it back together, but something's just wrong. I mean, from the start of the race, I was really fighting something on the left rear corner of the car, and it just kept up. I just kept having a lot of problems getting off the track, and finally just decided, hey, something's really big going wrong. So take a look at it and come back at Cleveland.
Well, he'll be at Cleveland, and he will be a factor. You can count on that.
Well, one of our stories of the day, of course, was Pruitt's problems, which only succeeded in getting worse and worse and finally took him out of the run. Another of the pressure points, and with Jimmy Vasser having his problems early on and sitting in 20th position, the battle for the championship is most certainly going to heat up here. And Michael Andretti, unless he can unlap himself, is not going to perform the hat trick that he had hoped for here with 3 in a row. 57 of the 98 laps are complete. Alex Zanardi is the leader. DeFerrin and Fittipaldi are beginning what should be a terrific battle for second place. It has been one for the past few laps. We'll be back.
Okay, world, everyone's got to add something to the party. Mexico, you've got the salsa. Tahiti, sunsets, about 2 weeks' worth. France, ooh la la, we'll get back to you, France. Greece, you're off the hook. You started the whole thing. Malaysia, yeah, some of those. Norway, you're in charge of the ice. Us, we've got the Bud World Party during the '96 Summer Games.
"27 championships in 13 years, and we still look for ways to improve our truck after every race. When it comes to winning, nothing stands in our way.
Firehawk, born at Indy, driven everywhere.
A car engine has as little as 1/1000th of an inch of motor oil protecting its parts. But friction and heat can make motor oil become volatile and vaporize, weakening its ability to protect vital parts. Texaco Havoline Formula 3 is formulated to control volatility, fight vaporization, and provide complete engine protection, no matter what you drive.
Add more life to your car. Take it to the star.
After dueling at Daytona, they're ready to tangle at Talladega. The International Race of Champions continues next Sunday on ABC Sports.
As we officially start summer here in Portland, they do it with the Rose Festival. Nice, big, historic parade, lots of floats, the Grand Floral Parade, they call it, and dragon boat racing. And this race here, the Budweiser 200, is part of that ongoing festival that kicks off the summer season. Fourth place, Bobby Rahal. He's going to have a nice day out of this one. It looks like some of the work they've been doing with their cars is about to pay off.
Yeah, and you know he has to have been disappointed because he qualified 18th and his teammate 4th. So he had to have been a little frustrated. Now he's up there battling. He's doing a good job, and he made some smart moves in those wet conditions and jumped up a lot of spots.
With Andre Ribeiro sitting right there behind him, that is the 5th place car. At the same time, nothing's changed in that fight between Christian Fittipaldi and Gil de Ferran. They are still working on one another, but no one seems to be able to get the advantage. So at Portland International, it's Alex Zanardi, the leader once again. Gil de Ferran and Christian Fittipaldi continue to battle, and there is a battle between this car, the 4th position of Bobby Rahal, and right behind him is Andre Ribeiro as Rahal tries to get inside and comes alongside, gets around Mauricio Gugelmin. Gary Gerald?
Well, we were talking in our pre-race show over on ESPN2 about new body pieces on Brian Herta's car. Well, obviously, Bobby Rahal also has some of that same new wind tunnel work that deflects the air around the rear wheels from the side pods. But Brian Herta had a new front wing that Rahal did not. I asked Bobby about that. I said, "You're the boss. Why don't you have the new piece?" He smiled and says, "I've got something else new." Then he told me that it had to do with the front suspension. It's not something cosmetic that you could see. Wouldn't tell me any more than that. Rahal has done a terrific job starting way back in this field to be up here in the top 5.
I'll tell you what, whatever he's got on there, I'd keep it. I think it's working. You're on board Christian Fittipaldi. It's Eddie Lawson just ahead. And for the moment, it's broken off his battle. Michel Jourdain